the reality is that nobody cares about a man. It's the truth. Like, there's no way we could sugarcoat it. None of that stuff. Nobody cares about a man. So they'll ignore you, won't say nothing to you, but in the minute you build yourself up, now, humble yourself. Yeah. Humble yourself. Nah, F that. I'm not humble. Because guess what? Ain't nobody going to big me up. Nobody going to speak life to me. Nobody going to tell me I'm the best. So I'm going to say, if you got a problem with that, then that must mean you a hater. You see what I'm saying? So, as I tell you guys, man, confidence, everything. That, once again, confidence, bro. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't have that confidence, bro, hey, you can't win. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about you. That's the harsh reality about being a man. Nobody cares about you. You in this alone is do or die. Nobody gonna help you. There's nobody gonna hold your hand, nothing. You go on your own. This is why I tell men, do what's in your best interest.
Yo, what is on, guys? Welcome back to Izzy's room, the room where all goes down. The number one, well, probably used to be because I've been on a hiatus, but dating podcasts in the world. Thank you all so much for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. We have had tens of millions of views in the last year, thanks to each and every one of y'all. But I want to get to something special because we got somebody special in the house, all the way out from Dallas. Well, originally from what, New York?
New York, South Bronx.
Yeah, South Bronx. Originally from South Bronx, Dallas, Texas. He's the number one, I would say top growing, because you've been growing on YouTube, bro. Yeah, he's been growing.
Yeah.
But he is the one and only, the fucking invigorator of masculinity overall. It is Tyx Worldwide. Happy to have you out here, bro.
Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it, G.
What have you been on? So for y'all who don't know, for people who don't know who you are, you want to bless them on, just let them know, like, who is Tyx Worldwide?
The greatest alive, man. That's who I am. The best YouTuber, the best dude who's into fitness, finance, fashion, all that type of stuff, man. Doing my thing. You know, I stay on the grind, and that's that. That's who I am, man. Just a dude who's trying to get it and just become the greatest, which I'm already am, but becoming greater than the greatest.
I like that. That's that Muhammad Ali energy. That's that Muhammad Ali energy right there.
Yeah.
What's somebody who's never seen any of your videos? What do your videos pertain to?
Honestly, bro, it's about stoicism, controlling yourself, and becoming the best version of yourself, and knowing how to maneuver around a lot of games that women like to play. So once you understand that, life is easy, man. Like, and I always say this, man, everything starts with self. Once you conquer self, everything else in life will be easy.
And I feel like it's my bad. I feel like it's crazy because so many people I feel like are not self-aware. And we talked about this over lunch or as dinner, I forgot. But so many people are not self-aware of themselves. Even when we were walking, so before we came here on set, we went out, got some shopping done, bought some fits. And as I'm walking through, you just realize nobody's aware of their surroundings. Like, they're just like walking through like NPCs. People don't understand the cause and effect that they have to the world around them. Like, they don't understand they're overweight because of their bad habits. They don't even recognize their bad habits, you know? They just kind of live their life. They wake up and they don't think in that third person point of view. It's real interesting, bro. So do you think for somebody who doesn't know what stoicism is or like what it means to be in control of yourself, what are some pointers you would give to somebody to be in control of their life? And whether it's fitness, whether it's finance, fashion, your pillars, what could somebody do to like think in that third person point of view and keep themselves in check?
Honestly, man, I think you have to go into solitude.
Yeah.
Solitude. Like, you have to say, you know what, I'm going to isolate myself from everyone. You know, for whatever time period you want, you could say, hey, maybe a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, 90 days, however you need. But you need some time to just separate. And that means from friends, family, anybody, and just focus on you. And I think everybody needs that time. And I think when you do that, it will allow you to reflect on a lot of things and, where you're going wrong at currently and how can you improve. Because if you're around a lot of people, you can't grow too much because it's like you have all these people in your area, in your ear, talking to you. But when you say, you know what, I'm going to step back real quick, then when you do that, you can see who really your friends. You can see who really rocking with you. You can see everything. And it'll allow you to improve because I do honestly believe you can improve when you have too many people around you. And you will still learn self. Because you start saying, okay, I'm by myself. Now what can I do to improve myself? That's when the knowledge comes. That's when you start reading different books, doing different things to find yourself. Because we are programmed to do what we think everybody wants us to do. You know what I'm saying? We doing what we think is cool, what you see. But when you start to unplug, you say, you know what? let me find myself by myself, and that's the best feeling, man.
That was good. Find myself by myself. Damn, that was and we talked about it, but Nikola Tesla. For those of you who don't know who Nikola Tesla is, man, pick up a fucking history book. But for those of you who don't know who he is, he had a quote, and I don't know it verbatim, but he basically said like the masters of creativity, creativity all stems from solitude and having people influence you. Everyone thinks they're right in some degree to your life. And when I'm doing anything creative, I don't ask people for their input. I personally don't, because what's a gem to you, like would Picasso ask the fucking people of the streets like what he should do better towards his art? Hell no. Like your art is your art. And I feel like a lot of people do not. They straight up, they let people influence like their creativity and their artwork, and because of that, they're not able to excel to the highest degree.
I agree.
Yeah. And there's another saying that talks about like an oak tree. But it's just dry throat. Ooh, pop that Celsius open. I'm gonna need a sec. We were training out in the cold, bro. My throat's fucked up. But even that, we've been getting up like every single day at 5, 6 a.m. to practice martial arts. And that shit like takes utmost discipline. When you're out in the cold 20 fucking degrees and you're dragging fucking ammo cans and you're doing all this crazy shit and flips and throws and like yeeting people across the fucking field, that shit takes discipline to like the highest extent. Now I have a fucked up throat because of it, so I'm adding it to the content and I'm letting people know. But there's a quote that talks about like an oak tree, and how an oak tree, like if you plant the seed in a bottle, it will never outgrow that bottle. It'll never be like the fucking tree it's supposed to be, because it only will grow to the peak of its environment. And we talk about it all the time, but it's like people do not realize their max potential at all. They don't realize like they could be whoever it is they want to be. So I have a question for you, because I genuinely want to know this. When did I remember you were telling me when you started up YouTube, it was kind of just like you dropped a video, you figured out it blew up, and you took it as like a sign that this is for me, right? And when was it in your life? Like what were you going through? What did you go through a breakup at a point? When was it through your life that's that energy that you were on? Like that same energy when you dropped that first video, do you have like a specific point in your life when like you flip to that mindset, or have you always thought the way you think?
Nah, so I was like, when I started doing my videos at first, I wasn't talking about like the energy I have and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Nah, see, that came once I just started like wanting to be great in the gym. Like I just started saying, I'm gonna go hard in the gym. Yeah. I said I'm gonna go hard, and I'm an early bird.
Yeah.
So people were just like, yo, I like your energy, bro. Like, you know, because no, actually, I take that back. I mean, I remember now. I had took some pre-workout, right? And something happened where I wound up not even going to the gym at that time, so I wound up making a video. And I was hyped.
You're a pre-workout.
Yeah. So I was turned. And people were like, yo, I like your energy, bro. It's real dope. So I said, you know what? From now on, I'm going to just be energized. I'm going to take that same energy and just put it into, you know, my craft, me making videos. And I said, you know, I'm going to start waking up early. First thing I do when I wake up, I got all my energy, and I'm going to put it right into the video. Instead of going, you know, doing something else, I could do it right into my video. And that's why now that's what I do. Is like as soon as I wake up and I have that energy. It's like, because...
Do you take pre-workout before you do your videos?
Nah. Now it's automatically it's drilled in me. Like, yo, you already know it's go time.
That'd be pretty epic. I'm not gonna lie. You're like, oh, I'm gonna take this pre-workout and smash this video. No, that's crazy how that leads into each other. Like that one time you didn't go to the gym and you're pre-workout up, and then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just use that energy in a video. That's fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, so that's why like now I just put my energy, like, you know, I go hard, and I love it, man. Like, I feel good, and it allows me to be imaginative. That's why, like, you know, I'm very animated. Like, you know, when I do my videos, I'm very animated because I love what I do, man. And it's like, that's how I am with the fitness. You know, I love when I'm in the gym. I love pumping on weights. I'm energized. It's like, I believe if you're not passionate about what you do, man, you're never gonna see the results that you want.
Yep.
You gotta be passionate. You gotta like be on it and not give a F what nobody think. You know, people are like, oh, you too angry in your videos. You too this. You too. I don't give a rat's behind what you think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do me. You don't like it, you could just go to another channel. But you're not gonna come over here telling me what I need to do. Because if I change it up, now I change it, and then now people not gonna like it. So you're gonna always be switch swapping. This is why I say, man, you have to know yourself and love yourself. Take care of yourself. Because if you're not confident, somebody can always rattle you. This is why I tell guys all the time, that confidence, man, and not caring about what people think. Because everybody not gonna like you. No matter, look, yo.
And if
no matter what you do, bro, people are not gonna like you.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So there's no point in even trying.
You could be the best at your job at some 9-to-5 accounting firm. People are gonna find a way to hate. You could be the men's YouTuber who preaches stoicism and just mastering yourself. People are gonna hate. Like, people are always gonna find a way to hate or not like you. And if you're liked by everyone, you don't have a backbone, straight up. Because there's no way that you go through life and every single person you meet, they like you. Because that means you're not actually voicing your opinion.
You're fake.
Yeah, exactly.
I forgot who said this in the quote, but he said, "A friend to all is a friend to none." You know what I'm talking about? You can't be. You just cannot be. You just can't. You can't tell me you're a real person. You a real thoroughbred person, and everybody like you. There's no way.
Yep.
There's no way. And see, another thing too is, a lot of people, they like to live in this fairy tale world. Like, you know, I'm gonna act like everybody like me or not like them. See, I don't do that. I don't play that game. If I like you, I'm not gonna. I'm not stupid. I'm not dumb and think that everybody like me. I know everybody don't like me. I know that. So I'm not gonna live in this delusional world like everybody just loves me. Everybody. Heck no. I know most people don't like me. Some people fake like they want to like me, and then, you know, it is what it is. But see, that all goes back to reality, bro. But a lot of people want to live in reality because with reality comes responsibility, and it becomes, you have to start making changes in your life, and that's hard. The hardest thing for somebody to do is look at themselves in the mirror and say, this is what I got to do.
Yeah, and people hate mirrors. It's so funny. It's not funny. It's sad in all honesty. But people hate mirrors. They hate, it's so crazy because I talk about it with Justin a good amount, and we're basically saying, like, when you excel or when you go against the grain, right, you're like, I don't want to go out and just drink my ass off every weekend. Like, I have goals, I have ambitions, I have discipline towards things that I want to do. Every day I wake up, if I'm not a step closer to whatever that goal was, it's like a wasted day. That's how I see it. Unless it's like content, or it's even then. But I feel like people hate mirrors. They hate seeing someone else doing their shit and rocking their shit and being disciplined and working out and being motivated, because it's a mirror to themselves that makes them see their own shortcomings. And I see it all the time, bro. Like, I'm sure you see it all the time. I know he does. I know I do. As soon as somebody you grew up with or has seen you or known you in a different stage of your life sees you consistently grinding and growing, as soon as they see Tyx Worldwide went from 30K to 40 to 66K in like such a, not a quick amount of time because you put in the work, but in a steady growing, you know what I mean? A steady diagonal. As soon as they see that, they're like, well, I remember him when he was just this guy. And they start hating because it makes them look in the mirror like, how is this dude growing every day, but I'm not? And it's sad, but you say that like people don't like to look in the mirror. They also hate on people who bring that mirror to them. And
yeah, I deal with that all the time when I'm in the gym. Like, I get it all the time, like, because I'm very, what you can say, I know I look good. Like, I know I look good. I know, you know, I'm in shape, and
but you work for that too.
Yeah, and I lift heavy weights. You know, and a lot of people don't like that. It bothers them because I be having that attitude like I'm that dude. And it bothers a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? But some people, they be like, yo, I'm motivated by your energy. I love it. You know, and a lot of times people don't like that because, you know, it makes them feel some type of way. But it is what it is. I can't please everybody.
Yeah.
I didn't come to the gym trying to seek validation. I came in here to get a job done. I'm not here. I'm here to be the best.
Let me ask you something real quick, Justin. Is there another Celsius? I just realized, I think this is the one you had, and I think I just opened it. But there should be another one in that bag. That's my bad. I thought this was the one I brought here, but this is the one I handed you. No, there should be one more.
Wow, what's wrong with it?
I drank it.
Oh, did you?
You want this one?
Oh, you have? Oh, no, that's you.
Okay.
My bad. I thought I drank. My bad.
There's two.
Yeah, I thought I was drinking the one I handed you.
No.
Oh yeah, I felt bad. I was like,
Oh nah,
I just realized.
I'm about to drink it. I was even.
No, you're good. I just realized. But okay, let me ask you something. Do you feel like, because you talk about like you're animated and you had that one time, right, where you didn't go to the gym and you got that like set you up that, all right, like I need to bring the energy to my videos. Do you feel like when you're recording your videos or when you're entering into that camera frame, do you feel like it's like another person, like a character you're putting on?
It is. Yeah. So okay, because let me. That's a good question because I don't want to sound like it's a different person, like I'm fake, like I'm not being me. No, I see what you're saying. It's more of a. I look at it like basketball or sports.
Okay, explain.
I'm on a court. I'm on the field. This is game time. Mm-hmm. I gotta get in the mind. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I look. I look at when I'm recording my YouTube videos. It's like a sport, and I want to hit that flow state to where it's like time stops. It's just me. I don't even know the time zone. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know my name. All I know is I'm speaking. Mm-hmm. All I know is I'm just flowing. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
That's why like I do like a quick meditation, like take 10 seconds.
That's good.
Think, get my process, get my thoughts right. And I just go. You know what I'm saying? I don't do no script. I don't do nothing. I just go off the top of the dome. Just talk. Just
That's
flow.
the most authentic version of yourself though.
Yeah, and it's just like, and I just want to put my energy into it. It's like, because I really want to go and just get it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's what works for me. You know, everybody different. I tell people, don't you ain't gotta follow my steps. You know, somebody don't try to get in the camera. You know, talking about do you. If that's not you, that's not you. But for me, I gotta be animated because it makes me free. I gotta be animated. I gotta have my swag on. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's just how it is for me, man.
And I feel like it's the same. Like when I step out to do interviews, it's like I gotta put the whole, like even something small that anybody listening to this will probably know if they knew me like prior. But like my birth name, right? Even my birth name, for example, it's not Izzy. Like that was I had points in my life. We talked about it on the first episode we did. Like points in our life, or at least in mine, that I was able to pinpoint certain things where I changed. Like when I was this age, I specifically made a conscious effort to change this thing about me. And I kind of try to do that throughout my life. And when I got back from Japan, I want to say, in all honesty, I lived there for a while. Y'all know about that. It just opened my eyes to a lot. Really how short this all is. And like you just have to just fucking grab whatever it is you're pursuing and embody that. Not just say, oh, I do this. Like you have to embody it. You have to be that person. You got to walk the walk, talk the talk. And I remember a conscious effort I made was I changed my name, like full legal name change. So it is Izzy now. But that's when I started the podcast. That's when I started really hammering away at YouTube. My YouTube name from like my car channel changed. And now it like really, now people recognize me off that change. Like I just remember making that conscious effort in my life to be like, all right, like this is at this exact point, I'm going to like consciously flip the script on what I want out of life and really pursue it. And it tripped me up for a little because when I go out to do street interviews, I got to be in the headspace. Like you said meditate. That's exactly what I do. Like legit, when I'm back home in Dallas, I sit like 9 p.m. and I listen to like meditational music and people speaking. And I literally sit there right before my interview. I got my mic in my hand. Really is fucking crazy. It's like some movie type shit. You're like, what the fuck? If you walked in on me, you'd see me laying down in my bed with my microphone in my hand like this. And I'd be out for like just listening, speak for like 10, 15 minutes. After that meditation, during that whole thing, I'm telling myself, like, you're the shit. The questions you ask are the answers you receive. You ask the right questions in life, you receive the right answers. And I really, truly believe that. And so I'm like, all right, like, embody what it is you want out of life. You want confident, fun vibe, whatever. That's what you need to do. You want to be fucking chiseled in the gym. You need to embody that. So I sit there with that microphone. I fucking meditate. And then I wake up. Then I get in my space. I'll have maybe a couple drinks. I blast my music. I get in my headspace. I'm like, all right, we're going to do this shit. And I step out and I put on like the Izzy character. It's still me, but it's like me
times 10.
I'm animated. I'm like, I don't give a fuck who I offend. I don't give a fuck who doesn't step to it. I'm just going to come with all my energy out there, you know?
That's how you should be, man. But a lot of times, too, is people don't have confidence to do that.
Mm-hmm.
It takes confidence to do that, man. You got to be confident. A lot of people don't have that confidence in themselves. So, you know, you got to be confident to just not care.
Yeah.
That's what, and this is what I always try to preach to my guys, confidence, man. If you don't have that confidence, man, it's not going to be good. Because when you don't have that confidence, anybody can tear your ego down.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about? So that's why, you know, nobody can say to me to ever rattle me, because you can't guilt trip me or do all of that, say anything to bring my confidence down or, you know, tear my ego apart. You can't do that with me. 'Cause I already know I'm that dude.
Remember y'all really need to listen to that first episode. Fucking Christ. That was a good, sorry, I'm not trying to offend anybody who's follows Christ, but the first episode we did, I remember I said Ty speaks with conviction. And I use the word conviction very specifically because, like you just said, confidence-wise, people can't tear you apart if you walk with conviction. Like conviction that I know I am who I am. Nothing you say could rattle that. Now, let me ask you this, right? So I'm going to give you a little more context, okay? Ty's videos. So, you know, we do this real time. We do this real time. Real time, all right? Y'all are going to get the first experience. So y'all see me? I am pulling my phone out. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm going to pull up your channel, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to pull up Tyx Worldwide. I'm not going to click any videos or anything. All right. So I'm going to read off a couple titles. Is that cool with you? Yeah. A couple titles to your videos. So, all right. I'm going to scroll just randomly. Scroll. Stop. All right. The power of walking away. Get your power back now. That's some good shit. All right. I'm going to do one more. So that's one. We'll do this one. This is why you should stop flirting with women. Okay. That's a good one. Number 2. Pause there. Number 3. You need this trait to attract more women. 100% guaranteed. So the reason I say that, right, is because from what I read there is mastering yourself, right? Not putting your power in somebody else's hands and knowing if you're flirtatious towards her, you're putting power in her hands. That's what I would see if I read that, right? So when I want to ask you, because for those of y'all who don't know, most of his videos pertain to that, keeping your power in your hands. But I feel like a lot of women might get salty if they see your stuff. Have you had like instances where women come at you like the wrong way and they're like, "Oh, you're this, and that."
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Speak on that. So if you saw that, this is why you should stop flirting with women. And now picture that girl DMs you. What do people usually say to you in the comment or something like that?
They be like, "Oh, I don't like this." I mean, I see it usually on TikTok.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Like the comments they be writing on TikTok, they be like, "That's not all women who hurt you."
TikTok's full of dumbasses though.
Yeah, it's just a lot of bull crap. You know what I'm talking about? Like on the shorts, on my YouTube shorts, they'll be in there like, just speak for yourself. That's not all women, or that's just the women you're dealing with. Well, I'm reacting to a video. So what are you talking about? I'm not talking about. I'm reacting to a video.
Yeah,
so what are you talking about? That's my experience. I'm reacting to a video.
Yeah, it's there. The video's there.
Yeah, but bottom line is they don't want to be held accountable for anything. So, you know, it's just how can I say this? I'm helping masculine men. I'm helping masculine men see through all the games that women like to play prior to you getting a relationship with them. 'Cause I'm not against relationships. I'm against the games and the bull crap
that come before it.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time is you cannot be in a toxic relationship listening to my channel. It's impossible.
Yeah.
It's impossible to say you've been following my channel, taking my advice, and you're in a toxic relationship. You haven't been taking my advice.
Ooh, okay.
You haven't. You haven't been applying it. Because I teach you about everything pre. And I say this in a lot of my videos. I say this a lot. I say a lot of my videos is geared to pre because the beginning of the relationship sets the tone. The beginning is the most important part.
That's where you set the baselines.
But a lot of guys, they miss it, or they just don't care, or they have no self-value, or they just so infatuated with trying to get a woman, and they not seeing all the games, all the gaslighting, all the disrespect. They don't see none of that. Or they just don't care to. And now they're in a relationship, and now they have all these issues, all these problems, court cases, baby mama,
Oh, jeez.
Like all this craziness. I don't have no issues. My life is peaceful. You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
You let the wrong girl in, she will just the whole peaceful world goes to fucking saying? War.
So it's about you seeing all the games. 'Cause I see games. I told you, I'm at the point where I can just look at a woman or rip and tell what type of time she on. She can't gaslight me.
All right. I need to let y'all know because repeat that. You said I can look at a woman and tell what type of energy she's on. Is that?
Yeah.
All right. So last night, right, we step out. All right. Ty's in D.C. All right. He just landed. He just worldwide. Right? Worldwide. He lands from D.C. I'm like, all right. We go grab dinner. Like, let's go to the attractions here in D.C. Let me say, off the bat, he was 3 for 3 on shots. He secured 3 girls' numbers, information. We see this girl at the last stop of the night. And he's like, bro, watch. You see that girl right there? She's cute, by the way. He's like, I bet her friend, she's going to cock block. She's that type of. I'm like, what do you mean? You haven't even like talked to them, you know? Sure enough, the cute one, Ty, he does his thing. He doesn't wait for her. He calls her over, right? He's like, I'm not going to get up for you. I'm going to call you over. All right, bold move. She comes over to him. He's spitting his thing. She's grabbing all over his hand. She's leaning up on him. She's talking that like, what do you know? Ty's talking that low voice, squeezing her hand, pulling her in. She was ready. At that point, you added her to cart. She was ready. She said, next day shipping. She said, I'm there. And then her friend comes over. Fucking gremlin. This gremlin comes over. Straight up. Why are you holding my friend's hand like that? Rips their hands apart. I'm like, ain't no way. She just ripped their hands apart. She starts cock blocking. She starts being rude. And the whole time, you and I were just cordial and polite. It wasn't even like we're trying to get anything out of this. Regular, cordial, polite, decent human being. Her friend, that gremlin, was on that straight cock block energy. And he called it as soon as he saw her. I don't even think he heard her speak. He just looked at her and was like, oh, yeah, I know it. I already know what's coming. And sure enough, mans was right.
Yeah, like I told you, like I could look at a woman within.
All right, I want to ask you something, right? Because women, and when I say this, I have no animosity. Y'all already know. I go out, ask men and women all their different opinions. I honestly ask women for their opinions more. And I'm be honest with you, I've heard it all from both sides, men, women, in between. I've heard all the craziness. And the only reason I say that, I have no particular, and I have animosity towards what I deem to be shitty people. And that could be either side. But I will say that a lot of girls, a lot of women always talk about how guys gaslight, love bomb. You know, love bombing, that means like,
yeah, telling you that you love them, but you just saying that to keep them and manipulate.
Yeah. And a lot of women are like, yeah, like guys love bomb, they manipulate, they're they gaslight, they do all these things. But as soon as the dude holds like a woman accountable and says the same thing, it's like, no, you're misogynistic, you're a fucking asshole. That's like the opinion.
Yeah.
But it's like, but girls do that shit all the time. Women do that shit all the time. Women gaslight and manipulate men all the time and don't get held accountable for it at all. But as soon as a dude opens his mouth and says, you're manipulative, 50% of fucking couples have backup partners. Like, it's just crazy to me. Because you said you've been gaslit and like you've been gaslit before in a relationship and done wrong.
Not in a relationship. No, not in a relationship.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Just by general, like chicks I'm dating or, Honestly, bro, I never been in a toxic relationship. I know how to pick women when it comes to relationships. I know what type of woman to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what are the wickets for these dudes listening? What are the wickets? What's Tyx Worldwide's wickets to like picking the right girl to date?
Number one is respect. Like respect is everything with me. Like she don't respect me, then I can't rock with her. You know what I'm saying? Respect and that adjusts to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's willing to get along with my program, and someone just rock with me for me, and not really always got her hands out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because when you a lot of chicks don't even understand. Like, if you get with a solid dude that rocks with you,
mm-hmm.
he gonna want to spend his money on you.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of chicks be trying to, get something. It's like, yo, like, why you trying to, like, I'm not even, Nah, like you don't even like me for me. But only dude they gonna attract is a sucker, you know, because a sucker gonna be a sucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of chicks that be hooking up. I be hooking up with, and they be telling me, they be like, "Yo, I got this one dude. He be giving me money, but I don't like him. Like I can't."
That's
stand him.
fucking crazy.
They tell me that all the time. I be having chicks that be in my crib, right?
Ain't no way.
He keep giving me money, and I don't like him. I can't stand him, and I don't give him none of that stuff. You know, but they here with me. I always tell guys that you cannot negotiate attraction with women, but they think that I'm gonna keep getting her, buying her, you know, this stuff, sending her cash app. Eventually, she gonna want me and see the good in me. Nah, that's not how women operate. The more you do, the less it is.
So you'll be piping a girl, right? And she's telling you straight, like right there in your crib, like, yeah, I have all these dudes sending me money.
Yeah, they show me. Matter of fact, I posted on my Instagram story.
I think I saw.
Yeah, I posted on my Instagram story. Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, chicks. This is why I laugh when I hear women talk about what they want in a man, because it's bullcrap. They say one thing. They have double tongues. What they say and do are two totally different things. You know, women just want a dude who just hold his own and who just not scared to say what's on his mind and not be on no type of games. You know what I'm saying? So they talk about, I want a dude who gonna give me this princess treatment and cash at me. They hate those. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
chicks tell me, I hate, chicks tell me this.
Yep.
I hate these dudes. I hate these dudes because, you know, I just hate them. I'm like, damn, he's sending you money. I know, but I just don't like him.
Yeah, they do have that response, response.
Yeah, they don't like him. Why? Because women are repelled by guys who put them on a pedestal. And it's like, it's nothing you can, it's biological. It's in them biologically. It's nothing, you know, it's just how they wired.
I feel like you commit like character suicide when you put a woman on a pedestal like that by trying to commit your resources to her and she doesn't even want you like that. I feel like you're committing your own character suicide.
Hold on real quick, because I know how some of y'all gonna do. Hold on real quick. I know what some of y'all gonna do. Well, I know a woman it worked for and I did that. Okay, well, that's for you. You can do that. You can be that good boy, good guy for her. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, over here, my guys, we about elevation. You know what I'm talking about? We put ourselves on the pedestal. And if a chick want to meet me up here, then cool. If not, hey, but guess what? I'm going to keep growing. Because here's the thing. You could wake up one day and she'll be gone. But if you wake up with that dollar bill next to you, that dollar will still be there. As a matter of fact, if I lay a dollar bill with me every night before I go to sleep, I promise you it'll be there every day. But a chick, that's not the same case. So all you do is talking that, well, you know, you could do all this for your chick and it worked for me to get her. Yeah, okay, whatever. But however, my way hasn't failed me yet. You know what I'm talking about? Like, I haven't lost no money, you know what I'm saying, by staying on my grind. But I did lose money chasing women around. You see what I'm saying? So you can sit up there and try to prove to her and court her and do all this type of stuff. Hey, man, if that worked for you, hey, so be it.
So there's a viral video online, right? This guy, he's going on a date with this girl. So guy goes on a date with a girl, right? The girl's like, hey, it's my friend's birthday. She brings all these other women out to the birthday party. Was it you that reacted to that? It might have been. No, I think it's someone else. But basically, the girl he goes on a date with is like, it's my friend's birthday. You should be paying for everybody. And he's like, what the fuck? He's like, this is our first date and you want me to pay for everybody? She's like, yeah, you're my man. These are my friends. Are you really going to make them pay? And he looks at the bill. The bill's like $1,200. The bill's like $1,200. And he's just like, you know what? He pays his share and then he just leaves. He's like, I'm going to leave that on you for piss poor planning. That's not on me. What the fuck? So let me ask you this, right? Because I've heard a lot of women, even on Tinder. I've been on Tinder before and seen girls' bios, and their bio like specifically says they just want a guy to take them on dates and pay for their stuff. They're not looking for anything like legit long term or short term. They just want a guy to take them on dates, and that's all they want out of it. If you pull up with a girl first date and that tab comes up and she looks straight at you, what do you have to say about that? Because we asked that in Miami.
I don't play them games. I'm gonna pay. I'm not gonna.
If she just looks straight to you, though.
I never had that happen. I just pay. You know what I'm saying? I never had that situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like who gonna pay? It's like I just know I'm gonna pay. It's just one of them things, right? Now, I didn't have one chick who tell me who pulled her wallet and said no, I'm gonna pay, and that was cool. But as far as that whole chick looking at me for the bill, that's never happened. Like,
But do you think it's like important? Because you were saying like girls trying to use dudes for like some sort of monetary gain. Do you think it's important though for her like to be a fully sufficient person? And I'm not saying like if I ask your girl on a date, yeah, like I'm fronting the bill. Like that's just what I'm gonna do. But I think there's a difference. I only asked this because in Miami they gave some interesting answers, and we had a girl say, we'll probably react to that in a bit. But I am only saying that because if I feel like if she looks straight to you for it and makes the assumption, like she just assumes. I don't know. I feel like that's weird to me,
I never had that happen, bro. I'm just gonna be real with you. Like, another thing too is like, you can just tell when a woman likes you. I don't know. You can just tell, and like, you can just tell.
How so?
If she getting with your program, like, is she trying to link up with you?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you say, hey, let's meet up here. Let's do this, and she trying to link up, or like she just, I can't. It's just so many things, man. It's just one of them things. You have to just pay attention to her actions. Is she trying to link up with you, or every time you link up, is it money involved? Is she giving you access to her body? That's another thing. If she's not giving you access to her body, that's a major red flag.
Off the rip?
No, not all the time. See, this is why I say it's so many areas in here when you talk about this, because not every chick is out here just slinging it. So some chicks actually might not be doing. However, this is why I say however, if she's using that as leverage, you gotta know the difference between a chick that's rocking with you but just don't want to give it up too easy versus a chick that's just using it as leverage. And you can always find out, let's say, right, you try to make a move and she's like, nah, I'm just not ready yet, bazi.
Mm-hmm.
But then she's still making that effort. She say, hey, I want to see you and still spend time with you, quality time. Not dates, but quality time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But if she just ghosts you after that, then that lets you know that, she was really never into you like that. Or she say, hey, let's go out to eat or something like that. I don't know, man. You just gotta pay attention to her actions, because a lot of times once you try to make that move and she don't give it up, and she'll ghost you because she know that that's what you want.
I definitely feel like women, if they're really genuinely like you, and if they understand you're a competent, confident individual, I agree, you can definitely tell the difference. I had a girl back home, right? I don't like using terminology friends with benefits. I call her a connection. And I told her that to her face. Day one, off the rip, I told her, hey, I hope you don't find this offensive or crazy, but I wouldn't date you. I would be in a relationship with you. Let me rephrase that. But we would go on dates. We would go out. We would do fun activities. She'd come over all the time. She had only slept with one other dude ever. She was very, very picky about what goes in there. Long story short, we slept together a lot. And I only say that because she knew the grind I was on. I would ask her little pieces of advice, hey, these business cards, where should I put this logo? Should I put it here or here? What type of font should I use? Just to hear her opinion, But she would help me do activities like that. Things that she would see he's trying to elevate himself and he's constantly grinding, and she would actually contribute to that. All that to say, she knew I straight up didn't need her. I told her to her face, hey, I want to continue this, but I wouldn't date you. If that confuses you, we can stop this immediately. I don't want you to get feelings for me, etc., because that's just not the road I'm going towards with you. But all that to say, I feel like when a girl genuinely really, really likes you, I almost feel like she will definitely be submissive, and she'll definitely, I don't want to say let you get away with more. That's not what I'm the terminology I'm trying to use, but I could tell the difference from when she was talking to me, or maybe somebody from her past. She would apologize after we got into something heated, or she would even though she knew I didn't want to date her, she was this is a high value dude. He's on his fucking grind. He's doing his thing. He's confident. He's competent. He's not like the other guys I've talked to in the past. And she would recognize that. I could see it. I could literally see it from how we talked, that it was different. It was different than the other connections she may have had in the past. And because of that, like she would straight up, like she would just be submissive. You could just tell. I don't know how to put it in words, but it's like an aura.
I say that same thing. I say, yo, you can just feel it.
Yeah.
Know what your gut feeling like. You know the chick don't like you.
Yeah.
And that's where a lot of guys go wrong. They be knowing the chick don't like them. They can feel it. But once again, what I said in the beginning of the interview, a lot of people don't want to be in reality.
Yeah.
They don't want to look themselves in the mirror and accept it for what it is. And that's why I always say in my videos, this is not just for women. This is life. A lot of people want to trick themselves into believing things instead of just accepting it for what it is. Shorty don't like you, move on. But nope. I'm going to just psych myself and hopefully, it escalates and she start liking me and they get into a relationship with this chick and now you dealing with a chick who don't even like you and you catching her. And this is why you in hell because once again, what I said earlier, the beginning of the relationship sets the tone.
100%. That's
why I say everything I say is let me tell you something. I'm going to just keep it real with you for the camera right now. Everything I say is the truth. Point blank period. You can't shake the truth. No matter which way, the truth is going to stand firm. You know what I'm saying? So everything I say is 100 on. Life, women, everything is straight on. No matter which way you cut the cake.
My bad. We were just looking at the time zone. Oh, perfect. No, 29 minutes left on mine. Oh, cameras are good?
That's how much time is left on the chip.
Oh, 29? Okay.
25 on yours.
Perfect. We got perfect time zone. Perfect fit. All right, so let me ask you something, Ty. So we're going to go out tonight, right? We're going to be on these street interviews. I want you to tell me, we talked about it a little bit before, but so for a statistic for those of y'all who don't know, social media has fucked people's brains up. And social media is amazing, right? Because you can meet so many different connections. You can meet so many people. And that, I think meeting people can be a good thing. You can spark up interests that you might not have had before. But also it is frying people's brains. Straight up TikTok, all that shit. People's attention spans is fucking wild. And there's a statistic that was put out there that was talking about like 30% of women struggle with like mental adversities because of social media. And I think that's bad. I think anytime you have anybody struggling with reality, because now you can't tell what's reality and what's not. You might see somebody on a fucking yacht somewhere and it looks like they're living life up, but in reality they're not. In reality they're probably there on a fucking, I don't know, museum tour or something. So let me ask you, is having too many options, like, do you think that's like a really bad side effect of social media when it comes to like women dating? Because I see people dating somebody, right? I'll see a girl and guy dating, but I'll see maybe she's liking other dudes' pictures or something like that, or responding to little DMs here and there. And I don't know. To me, it's like you're kind of always keeping the door open. Like you're kind of open the door, cracking it open, leaving it open for somebody to come in after. Do you think like social media overall is bad for dating in modern?
Overall, yes, it's some benefits to it, but the cons outweigh the benefits. You know what I'm saying? Well, the pros. You know what I'm saying? I would just say women just have false illusions of options. Like it's a bunch of dudes you don't even know, or you don't even like. You would never get a time to date to. So that right there boosts their ego up. So now you got average looking chicks thinking they way up here because they got a little following on social media, which really means nothing.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? But that's what it is.
You give someone a little bit of clout and they'll fucking people clout chase.
Yeah, and it's like, outside of this, who are you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all they get on there prancing around and they think they got all these dudes. And it's like, they can have a real genuine dude in their corner that rocks them, but they'll say, I can get better because of social media, or
so bad.
I'm like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell guys all the time, man, stop chasing these women around, man. If a woman wants you, let her come at you. If she's not doing that, then don't even waste your time. I don't slide in no chicks' DMs, bro. I don't slide in no chicks' DMs. If she slide in my DMs, cool. If not, I'm not sliding no chicks' DMs.
You never fired a shot off?
No. I don't slide in their DMs. I don't like their stories. I don't watch their stories. Like, I just don't waste my time. It's just pointless. I don't see the point in that.
Yeah.
It's just pointless, man. A lot of chicks they be on one. And I honestly think social media damaged dating. I honestly think that because now you got regular chicks that just got a massive following. Like, from what?
Bro, that shit's crazy. I was talking about like when you see the gamers, you'll see like the women gamers, you know, like the fucking they'll play like whatever the fuck. And I see these dudes, right, who do the same thing. And this dude could have been cracking at it for like 10 years, nonstop gaming, doing his thing, trying to like blow his channel up. You bring a girl out with a bra, she starts live streaming, she blows up like almost overnight. Yeah. And you're like, what the fuck? This dude's been putting in like 10 years of work. His video quality's better. He's on his grind. His edits are better. But then you get a girl in a bra. And it's like all of a sudden, now she's popped off. And the only reason being because she has like a pair of titties. And it's fucking crazy. I just think about that all the time. And I'm like, what do you do outside of this? Or the fucking TikTokers who just dance in the TikToks just because she's cute. She gets like a massive following. And all these dudes out there who are grinding every day, no recognition. But then as soon as you say it, as soon as you say that, it's like misogynistic, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it is what it's the truth. A man's success is not the same thing as a woman's success. Like, we have to grind, blood, sweat, tears. Women don't have to do that. Let's just cut the chase. It is what it is. Women don't have to do that. We have to put the work in. We have to make sacrifices. You know, women don't have to worry about that because they always getting a benefit. You know, every time they step outside, they can go out. Listen here, bro. You'll be surprised at how many chicks go out with no money. And get
I would not be surprised. I know.
Yep. They always on the receiving end.
Yep.
Us men are not like that. We don't. Nobody really cares about. And I said this in one of my stories, man. The reality is that nobody cares about a man. It's the truth. Like, there's no way we could sugarcoat it. None of that stuff. Nobody cares about a man.
It's all up to the dude to like sculpt his.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
However, when you start doing that, that's when they want to tear you down. So they'll ignore you, won't say nothing to you. But in the minute you build yourself up, now, humble yourself.
Yeah.
Humble yourself. Nah, F that. I'm not humble. Because guess what? Ain't nobody going to big me up. Nobody going to speak life to me. Nobody going to tell me I'm the best. So I'm going to say it. If you got a problem with that, that must mean you a hater. You see what I'm saying? So, as I tell you guys, man, confidence is everything. That, once again, confidence, bro. You know what I'm talking about? If you don't have that confidence, bro, hey, you can't win. See what I'm saying? So that's why you just got to believe in yourself, man. Do your own thing. Just block out the world. Because at the end of the day, nobody cares about you. That's the harsh reality about being a man. Nobody cares about you. You in this alone is do or die. Nobody gonna help you. There's nobody gonna hold your hand. Nothing. You go on your own. This is why I tell men, do what's in your best interest. Because guess what? Nobody cares about you. Nobody gonna do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? And I understand. And it goes back to what I said. Live in reality. I know that if I go broke tomorrow, I can't call nobody and say, yo, you know, I need you to pay my bills for this month. Nah. So that's why I do what's in my best interest. So
I remember when I went out back in Dallas, and I was asking people, particularly I asked women about that. Like, do women use guys for free drinks when they go out? It's exactly how I asked it. And a few of the videos like popped off, right? And every single group of girls I asked, not most, not a lot, but every single last one was like, oh, 100%. Yeah, we go out sometimes. And she was like, I don't even bring my wallet. I'll bring my ID because I don't want to lose my wallet, and I'll just bring my ID and I'll get in the place, and then I just rely on dudes to just buy me a whole bunch of free drinks. And it's crazy because honestly, right, if I'm being 100% honest, I can't blame them. I can't. Yeah, you can't, because you know it's not like the drinks are just appearing. You know who's buying them those drinks? Thirsty motherfuckers. Thirsty dudes. So it's like, at the end of the day, it's like common sense. If you're putting it out there, there's going to be somebody who's going to like want that.
But okay, it's funny that you said it because I just was with a chick the other day, and she kind of told me the similar situation, how she be having this dude sending her money, buying stuff.
Yep.
I say both people are wrong. Here's why. Here's why. I put the responsibility on both people. Because here's where the man goes wrong. Why are you spending money on a chick that don't want you, or you buying her things and you don't know the chick, she don't like you or whatever, and you okay with that? You know what I'm saying? Or you thinking that you're going to get somewhere. That's your fault. And a lot of times they be getting mad because they think that by buying her something, it's going to, you know, make her want to give him the time of day. Mm-hmm. So he gets mad when he don't get what he wants. Now here's where the women go wrong at, because you taking money from a guy that you know wants you and you using them. Now that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell them you got to be careful with that, because not a lot of dudes can take that. So I tell them you got to be careful with that, because you know, some dudes. Matter of fact, it's funny because I had this conversation right with one of my homeboys. Every dude don't practice stoicism. Every dude don't have self control. This is why I say I only speak to I'm only trying to help a certain group of men. Not all men believe in stoicism and know about you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find shit. They're like, who's Marcus Aurelius? I bet. Matter of fact, we're gonna try that tonight. I bet if I ask 10 dudes right now who's Marcus Aurelius, they'd be like, who you took what?
Yeah. Who's that? Is he a what? President?
Yeah, a lot of dudes some dudes are emotional. Some dudes, let's say there's some dudes who disagree with everything I say. Even though I'm trying to tell men to believe in themselves, put yourself in a better position in life. Stop getting used and played by women, and they disagree with me. So I say that to say this, when I say about women receiving things from men, you over here receiving things, and he, in his mind, he thinking that I'm gonna get you, but in your mind, you're like, no, we're not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's bull crap on both sides. Mm-hmm. I hold a woman accountable for accepting something from a man that you don't want, and you know why he's doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
Women not dumb, and I hold the man accountable because why you keep trying to get this woman and she's showing you that she don't want you. And a lot of times, women will tell the dude, no. Sometimes women do that, they're like, no, and try to turn him down, but he's just too persistent. Keep trying. So shorty's like, you know what? Hey, if you want to be a sucker, then oh well. Don't be mad. I'm not. Hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's like you can't. It's like that's how I feel. It's like you can't blame them, and it's like I would agree. It's like both parties are wrong, and it's just so crazy to me because went out, asked everybody, and they gave all these women are like, yeah, 100%. We use dudes for. I feel like if you just reinvested even 1% of that back into yourself, like you'd just be so surprised where you could end up. I didn't start this whole business venture till late 2022. Like I never thought it just, you know what I'm saying? Like I try to control as many aspects of myself as possible. I try to like analyze myself. Mm-hmm. I have a lot of mental internal dialogues with myself. Why do I do the things I do? What are the effects, positive and negative? I never would have guessed. Like straight up, I used to be the dude who would chase women, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Because high school me, middle school me, like it was a no-go. The dude wasn't attractive. Middle school, I used to get bullied. Like I just didn't have it like that growing up, you know? I slept on the floor until I was like 17, 18 years old. Bed bugs, roaches, motels, all that, bro. And I never would have thought, like, had I started something up and I have that car channel, right? But I never would have thought that I'd be able to scale anything up to where I was pulling in like $15K a month. Like, I didn't think that was a thing. And I was so focused on so much bullshit. I remember the friend groups I would hang out with. And I remember, like, it was yesterday, bro. I remember those friend groups. Nah, bro, let's go club. Nah, bro, let's go party. Nah, bro, like, let's go talk to this girl. And they would use me as a scapegoat for their own faults and their own downfalls. They'd be like, oh, well, I'm fat and unattractive and I don't work towards anything myself. So let me use him, the guy who's kind of fit and tall. Let me scapegoat. Hey, bro, let's go talk to these girls. And it took me realizing, like, you don't give a fuck about, like, what I want. I remember going to, like, clubs and shit. It'd be 2 a.m. I'm like, bro, I don't want to do this. Like, I'm going to go sit in the car. And those same friends would let me sit in the car solo while they were still inside partying up. They'd be inside partying 2, 3 a.m. I'd be like, fuck this. I'm going to go wait in the car. And as soon as I realized that, and I was like, these guys, like, people like, oh, I care about you. I love you, this. I'm like, you're not showing that at all. But I used to be the guy who chased women, went to the clubs, drank myself into oblivion all the time. And I never would have guessed, right, that, like, getting back, seeing things through a different perspective, I never would have thought, like, that. Like, I remember when I was in Miami, I got trapped there for like 3 months because I kept missing, or 3 weeks because I kept missing flights, and it was a whole thing. Like, flights kept getting canceled. But I remember I opened up my laptop and I was like working on some things. My business orders like got like really delayed. I remember it showed like my monthly amount of money that I was pulling in hit like 14 point something K. And I just sat there and I was like, you know, it's not all profit. That's just sales. But I was like, you know, I never would have guessed that like that would have been a reality had I just stopped with the bullshit, stopped pursuing women full frontal, you know, stopped pursuing all this bullshit and just reinvested it into myself. I never would have guessed. I think that's the message that you're kind of preaching, not preaching, that you're trying to like convey to these guys is like, you don't know what you're capable of if you're spending all your energy, all your resources, all your time towards chasing things that are showing you they don't appreciate you.
Facts.
Like they're showing you they don't appreciate you. They just want the benefit, and you end up losing 10 out of 10 times.
Nah, facts.
I think that's what you're trying to convey. But yeah. Well, I don't know. We can do some reactions. We were here. I just want to let y'all know we stayed up till like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
We stayed up till like 3 a.m. We've been driving around. We got some fits. Got some shopping together. Y'all see it in some pictures. But for those of you who don't have Ty's info, what's all your handles and stuff?
Tyx Worldwide, man. That's on everything. Instagram, YouTube. Check your boy out. Tyx Worldwide, man.
That's the pinnacle of fitness, finance, fashion right there. Tyx Worldwide. He is the viral YouTube sensation. I appreciate you big time for popping out.
No problem, man.
Yeah, and I want y'all to peep. We'll take a moment of silence to peep that clean jacket he's wearing. And the Rolex. He's trying to be subtle. He's wearing a Rolex on set with that jacket. But you are, I do appreciate your time. I appreciate you popping out, shooting this episode. Hopefully we can get some reactions in. But for all of y'all, thank y'all so much for listening, watching, viewing, subscribing. Y'all know what to do. Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. We've had millions of views and listens, streams across all of our platforms. If you want to see what's going down in the dating world, make sure you tap in, and we'll catch y'all in the next video or episode. Peace out.